Hey everyone, welcome to episode number 7 of the Game Audio Vlog. My name's Adam. Today I'm going to walk you through some more examples of coding to get your audio in your games using Wwise and Unity. I've already shown an example of this on a previous episode. I'll go ahead and link it right now. But I'm going to show you another example. This still uses the same way we did before, where you code AK Sound Engine dot post event, and then you've got your event name and your game object within the actual function itself. I'm going to show you in a way that is a little bit more complicated just to think about before we start getting into some serious if statements and using some cool stuff in Wwise a little bit later on. So if you'll see here, I'm working on a one game a month, which on Twitter is #OneGam. The game I'm working on is called 3 Rooms, 30 Seconds. Its basic premise is an escape the room with 3 levels. You've got 10 seconds per each level to get out of the room. So in this case, I've got a player, which you can see in my prefabs here that I'm showing you on the screen. And then I've got a bunch of items that the player can pick up or push around, like a shovel, an orb, a crate, a button, etc. So for each one of these items, I want an item get noise. So when the player picks up the shovel, I want you to know that you picked up a shovel. When the player picks up the orb or pushes around the crate, I want the player to know that that happened through a sound event. So there's 2 ways that you can think about doing this. The former is to put an item get noise on every single item that the person can pick up. And that's probably, if you're not used to doing this, the way you're first going to think about doing it. Because you want when the player connects or collides with an object, you want that noise to happen. So why not put the noise on the object? Because the object would emit the noise. It kind of makes sense. But then there's 2 things that are wrong with that. Number 1, that's a lot of doing the exact same event over and over and over again. So if you want to change a bit of code, you're going to either have to recode the thing a couple of different times, or you might even the easy way to change it would be the back end in Wwise, but it still just wouldn't be easy. It wouldn't be clean. It wouldn't follow a coding principle known as DRY or dry. It's don't repeat yourself. There's an easier way to actually do this, which is actually put the item get event on the player, so that when the player collides with one of these items in a way that he picks it up, that the play event will actually play then and not in any other time when the player's walking around. So here we've got, again, all our prefabs, and then I want to double click on the player and get into his source code. So in this is my source code that I've got for this specific game, which you're not going to have access to right now unless I actually ask my dev if I can post it, which I might. But just so you can see, on trigger enter 2D collider 2D. This is kind of the same thing if you're doing a 3D event too. He's sourcing it by tag. So if the tag is an item, this stuff happens. If the tag for the object is key, then this extra stuff happens. But for both cases, I want the item get noise to play. So under this if statement, if this tag for the game object is item, then text is going to pop up on the screen that says you got an item. And then the sound for item get, which is my Wwise event, is going to play. And then a couple of other things are going to happen, like that the code will know that we picked up the item and the game object is not active. As well, the same kind of thing happens with the key. So if you collide with the key, then the item get noise plays and has key becomes true. So for us, we're doing the exact same thing as post event, and then which is your playback event in Wwise, but it's within an if statement or an else if statement. This is where Unity actually had originally put the audio events in the code, and all I had to do was replace them. But it should get you looking and seeing a little bit more into what the code means, so you can put your play event in the right spot. If I put this in any other spot, of course, then my play event's not going to work. So just to run you over this one last time, it's AK Sound Engine dot post event, which is a single one-shot play event for Wwise. Then within the function, you want the first item you pass through is the name of your event in Wwise, and then the game object that Unity is playing it against. So in this case, the game object is the player prefab. So that's it. Here is what the game looks like. Simple as that. Just add that code within the if statements, but you pay attention to what your code says, what the if statements are doing. If you're a little bit lucky and some of the work has been done for you, you can delete all of the Unity code events and replace them with your own Wwise events. But that's it. It's as simple as that. We're going to get into some more complicated coding a little bit later on, probably next week or the week after. But that's it. So thank you for watching episode number 9. I'll be back with a different format for tomorrow's episode 10. I hope that you'll enjoy it. Have a good day.